So we're here at the opening day of the Skyliner, and we're going to give you a full, extensive, honest review of this service with all of my friends here. Up next. Hi there, Waltoneers. I'm Jack, and this is Rob.
I'm Rob.
Mike. Hey. Dave K. And over here is Kat, who's Rob's girlfriend, and my girlfriend Sierra as well. And we're just queuing up for the Skyliner. I think it's like one of the first times that everyone's come to Disney's Hollywood Studios not to even go into the park and just ride a bit of transportation, instead some public transportation system. But yeah, we'll go and do that now. Okay.
Alright. Doing it. We are on this time.
Right. We've been in here for like 2 minutes, and as the resident Brit here, I don't think it's too hot in here, to be honest. You know, like everyone said, in all the obligatory, you know, everyone's reviewed it. I'm the last person to review the Skyliner on Earth, you know, everyone else has done it for me. But to be honest, it's not hot at all. I mean, it's no more than being outside in the Florida heat. And if you're in Florida at any time of the year, you've got a lot more worries with the heat, you know, everywhere outside the park. So it should be the least of the concerns. I know a lot of people were saying in the comments section when I was, you know, giving all the details of the Skyliner and the layout and all that sort of stuff, you know, there should be some sort of air conditioning unit inside there. But the problem with an air conditioning unit, which many people like overlooked, is these things are opening every 5 minutes. So number one, that'd be terrible for the environment, and number two, it would also, you know, you'd lose all of the air conditioning and you'd be right back to a hot gondola cabin once again. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to have air conditioning. The air vents work brilliantly. We're going over Hourglass Lake over at Pop Century. There's a nice breeze coming in, you know, it's fairly cool, much better than being outside here, you know, in the Florida heat. So definitely no concern with the heat. Maybe if you stopped for 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, but no more than being stood outside for 5 or 10 minutes in a queue or a line or watching a parade or a show. So really no issue whatsoever. Now the boarding experience overall is incredibly simple, as the cabin floors are level with the station platform. But that isn't to say that you shouldn't still watch your step, as of course the cabin is still in motion at a very low speed, and could have perhaps benefited from seeing a moving walkway, similar to what is found in Tomorrowland with the People Mover. But that is just a very small factor, whereas what I personally love to see come to this system is further enhancements inside the actual cabins themselves, such as themed announcements to match the character-wrapped cabin you're within, additional facts, or even some very low background music, which would help distract those who didn't realise that they might be a little wary of heights or get a little motion sick, as of course all of that would add to the overall experience. And despite the character-wrapped cabins looking great from the outside, it can create a sub-optimal filming experience, whereas the viewing experience in person is much better than what can be seen here. And then in terms of safety, we've got an emergency button here, just in case. And I think, just under Michael's legs there, we've got like, yeah, nice shot there, Michael. There's like a first aid kit, I think, just underneath there if you ever needed it. And I think by pulling that, I'm guessing that would alert Disney that you pulled it, and you know, then you wouldn't need to necessarily press the button, but press the button just in case at the same time. And the vents up here, you know, a nice metal, you can't get out of them, so you can't stick a selfie stick out of that, so don't even try. And like the plastic, like everyone's saying like this is plastic, but this is very hard rubberized plastic here, you know, to pull in and out. That's not going to break off, that's not going to snap. Anyway, I mean, I was a bit concerned with like the wooden benches being uncomfortable, like being a bit shallow, but they seem alright. They seem okay for like a time. Yeah.
It's better than standing on monorail or
I mean, I would totally accept a leather, like...
yeah, like a plush seat, yeah.
Don't last 30. That's
if you have everyone else's sweat, you can get to the leather. This is a little easier to clean.
That's the other test. We need to ride this at the end of the day, see how they smell.
Nope.
Right, yeah.
I'll let you guys do that.
So we're about to go past the Remy's Ratatouille Adventure Construction Courtyard, whatever it's called. But what do you think about the Eiffel Tower? What do you think they're going to do with this? Because the rumours are like they're going to replace it with maybe a slightly smaller one or move it back slightly, so therefore it's not as prominent. What do you think?
Make it bigger.
Make it even bigger. Make it life-size.
1-to-1. That would be impressive.
Yeah, but no, it's like from down there, how is it going to work, like looking up from that kind of perspective? It's a bit weird, because it's always worked from the other perspective. Yeah. I think it would work if they positioned it back on the building, like further back, like way back on the, because that building's massive. They've got plenty of room to position it there. Yeah, maybe they could easily put it in further back.
It would be wild if we proposed you get rid of it and build like a mini like Arc de Triomphe.
Right.
Instead,
to go into it, like an entrance. That'd be awesome. That'd be, because I'm concerned like that area over there is quite tight in terms of like guest flow, and I think, and there's not enough to like draw people around that kind of thing. That would be a fantastic entrance like area for it. This whole area around here, they open it up so much, and you know, really anticipating high crowds, high capacity around this area, but it's just nice and spacious, plenty of room around here. You've got the friendship boats, you've also got the Skyliner, so a nice little transportation hub, and they've even done a new bag check terminal over there, so therefore it's even easier to go in and out of International Gateway. So I highly anticipate that this whole area around here, very popular entrance coming in and out. So we're just going to be walking back onto the International Gateway one. To be honest, which one do you find the best in terms of like looks and aesthetics of the stations? Now we've seen all of them.
I think International Gateway is the most beautiful station. Yeah. But the Caribbean Beach station is just so cool with all as it is the hub, and just you see all the different lines going everywhere. The movement and the momentum. So cool, but this one's actually the most beautiful.
I tend to agree. This one, this International Gateway one, I think the Riviera shares a lot of the same aesthetics as this one, but just the cobble, you know, the actual paved floor. I think the cobble floor of the Riviera looks really pretty as well.
But we haven't gotten off of that station yet.
Yeah, we haven't actually. We saw the wooden ceilings and stuff of it. It looked really nice. Looks like just the canopy down there. It's just beautiful down there. I know you can barely hear me properly around here right now, but you know, plenty of space. It's all undercover. Wait for a torrential downpour. Beautiful views down there. You know, with such a standard transportation system. Because obviously, like, a gondola system isn't anything new. It's not like innovative or, you know, special. I mean, it's fairly innovative for, you know, a transportation system in America, I suppose, if it's not a ski resort. But for it to be used in this capacity, that's kind of new and innovative. But the actual concept of it has been around 100 years or so. So for them to actually take it and plus it like Disney do, and make it beautiful, you know, all the extra stuff, and make it feel like that Disney feel to it, you know, they've done a good job. And I really think that this is going to become a staple for Disney going forward as, you know, the new Disney transportation system. That is a massive building there. That is, you know, it's a huge show building for what the attraction is inside. I mean, it is just attractive prices, but it's so tall because obviously you've got the massive showpiece inside. Maybe it's not a second floor, it's just the ceiling that's massive. It's
actually a second Guardians of the Galaxy. Cosmic Forward. So it goes underground and goes all the way to this floor.
Ratatouille rewind. Okay, so this is the Skyliner station at the Riviera Resort. Got Ratatouille there, a Ratatouille representation. But yeah, no, it's very similar to the International Gateway, as you just saw a minute ago. You've got wooden ceilings, wooden roofs there, and you know, it's cobble paved area, so it feels very Riviera-esque. It's nice. It's quite a nice station, as much as you can actually, you know, I know what we're doing here is we're critiquing a Skyliner station, and to be honest, you know, all of these reviews are kind of the same. They're the obligatory Disney Skyliner, you know, review, here we go, on public transportation. But what it is, public transportation around the resorts and, you know, resort-wide, it's pretty good, I've got to say. Covering it was probably a bit more interesting than riding it. It's going to be interesting to see where it expands next. As you know, we previously discussed in September of 2018, way before, you know, this system opened and everything like that, that Disney Springs is the next area they would like to connect, and obviously Animal Kingdom is the next logical step as well. Don't know if they'll do Coronado and the rest of the area around there. That would be logical, but most likely we'll see it expanded to Disney Springs, shopping area, get more people into it there, and then also the Disney Animal Kingdom Lodge and everything like that. So yeah, that's the next logical step for the Disney Skyliner. So we're here at this station. We've got like a nice little view of the Riviera Resort, which is being built just over here. Opening in December, DVC Resort. it looks fairly nice and pretty. To be honest, I would like to see a bit more embellishments and a little bit more flourishes, design architectural flourishes, but for what it is, you're going to get amazing views of the nighttime fireworks over at Epcot. You have a new show, Epcot Forever and Harmonious in 2020, and then you also get views around the rest of the property, a bit like the Coronado Springs one, where, you know, the Grand Destino, you can see all the different fireworks shows from the rooftop there. So, you know, these kind of resorts are going to offer a completely different experience that you can't find anywhere else on property. But the thing that probably makes this one slightly better is, as you can see here, it's a covered walkway. So if you're actually coming straight from the Riviera, there's a canopy walkway, you know, a little tunnel kind of area going all the way down into the actual hotel. So you'll be able to walk undercover, away from those Florida rainstorms, towards your Disney Skyliner, hop on it and go straight across to International Gateway, or take it down there towards Caribbean Beach Resort and then onto Disney's Hollywood Studios. So yeah, great accessibility for the Disney Skyliner from Riviera. So currently these are the lines of the opening day. Coming down here, that's from Pop Century and Art of Animation, stop there, all the way down and round. And obviously this one is going to be going on over to the International Gateway. And a lot of people want to get into Epcot. To be honest, I think the International Gateway route is probably the prettiest. But they're managing it very well. This is opening day crowds. This is what they're doing here. So this is what you can expect probably on a sort of regular basis. And probably not that far back, but it's all undercover, so you won't have to stand out in the rain at least. And yeah, it's all being managed very well. And then before we wrap up this review of the Disney Skyliner, something which I haven't really seen mentioned all that much but is just as important is the ADA and accessibility procedures for guests who require a stationary boarding process. As you can see here, that at the back of every single one of the stations, there are always 2 cabins ready to be used, which means that you are able to board the cabin at your own pace, and then once you're fully situated, the cabin will then feed off into the main line, while simultaneously seeing another cabin taken off the main line to fill the now vacant stationary loading space. And this logical procedure means that the Skyliner maintains the efficiency with high capacity at all times, and sees little to no effect to the rest of the constant motion of the transportation service.
Yeah, I just like the amount of...
That's a storage area for all of the...
Yeah. They call that the yard, actually.
The yard, they call it the yard, Rob. There you go. Yeah. Rob from Passport Observer Parks here. Great Skyliner coverage all along. We got, one more time, we got Michael K, Dave K, fantastic vlogs all around Walt Disney World. We got Kat, Rob's girlfriend, and my girlfriend Sierra. And we got Rob Plays here as well. So here we are on the other side of the Skyliner station for Disney's Hollywood Studios. Right back to the very beginning again. Got a beautiful view there. Now, to be honest, we're now approaching midday on the opening day of the Disney Skyliner, and as we see in a second, it's starting to build up down here. But the great thing about this Disney Skyliner system is, even if there is a bit of a queue when you see it and it kind of, you think to yourself, I don't fancy standing in a queue, it's a real people eater. It will disperse those crowds, and the capacity, you know, for this system is amazing. So, like, you know, as we see here, you know, that looks like a fairly lengthy line just over here, but that's going to cycle through here really fast, because, you know, the system's in constant motion. It's not like the monorail or the bus where you've got to wait 20 minutes before the next one or 10 minutes before the next one. This is constantly moving. So even if you are waiting in the line and you're outside and you think to yourself, oh, it's a very long line, get in it, because if you want to go to Epcot, probably this is your best bet to actually keep moving. And it's something about psychology of, you know, moving in a line, which makes it feel like it's faster even though you still stood in a line for 20 minutes, is better than stood there for 20 minutes for monorail, in my opinion. Now, personally, do I prefer the Skyliner or the monorail? Still got a soft spot for the monorail, still love the monorail. But this system, the efficiency of it, it's a win for Disney. This is definitely something that can expand and bring out further around resorts. And of course, we're going to be covering it here on DSNY Newscast all the time. But now, it's over to you, Walt and Iz. I would like to know, considering that we've just reviewed the Skyliner extensively and, you know, sat through the whole video and all that sort of stuff, you've seen everything that it currently offers. But now I'd like to know, what would you like to see it enhanced with? So obviously everyone's going to be talking about where would you like it to be expanded to, which we can name some different places right now, but what I'd like to know is, how would you plus this current Disney Skyliner service if they were to enhance the gondola cabins in any way, or even the system and how it works? And of course, don't forget to put the timestamp for where the hidden Mickey appeared somewhere within this video or vlog or whatever we're going to call it for today, along with your suggestion or your comment, so therefore that way you're on the chance to win one of these DSNY Newscast enamel pins. And congratulations to this Walt here for winning this suggestion from a previous video where we were talking all about the latest ride details for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which is of course coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios just over there in spring of 2020. And so go ahead and subscribe down below if you're new to this channel, hit that notification icon so that you always receive an update whenever we release videos, like we did today on a Sunday instead of a usual Tuesday and Thursday. And also, if you've enjoyed today's video of Michael K, Dave K, Rob and Kat, and also Sierra, be sure to give this video a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And I've been Jack, you've been you, and I'll see you real soon.